What's going on, guys? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Frankie from the Nerd Coliseum.
And I'm Kristen from the Nerd Coliseum.
And this is Lex.
What's going on, guys? We just got done watching the most marketed movie, I would say, Universal, beginning of 2024. Most marketing film. I've been seeing nonstop marketing for this, nonstop, everywhere. YouTube videos. I mean, it's nonstop. It's everywhere, right? Argylle, guys. We're talking about Argylle. Trey, what did you think of this movie, man?
From the beginning, Sam Rockwell, I have mad love for Sam Rockwell, and it's great to see him in a lead role for a movie, and he was fantastic. Him and Bryce Dallas Howard together are fantastic. Overall, I thought the movie was very enjoyable. I was cracking up the entire time for the right reasons, and I would highly recommend watching this movie.
I agree. I love Sam Rockwell in this movie. I thought he was fantastic. I think the twists and turns in the third act of the movie get a little convoluted, but I think it finishes pretty strong. Plus, I am a huge fan of musically choreographed fight scenes, and this movie is like chock full of them, so they're like chef's kiss. So that was like the highlight of the movie for me.
Yeah. This movie, I actually didn't know what to expect exactly. I had seen like parts of the first trailer, I think, and even the trailer, I didn't know what it was really about still. I think that's a good position to be in to watch this movie because, as Kristen said, like there's a lot of twists and turns, and a lot of them were actually very welcome. Like there was part of the movie that I was like, okay, I see what the product is now, and then something happens, and I'm like, you know what? I buy this. Like I'm even more interested. So not a lot of movies get to do that. There's a lot of the Matthew Vaughn style in here. If you know him, especially from the Kingsman movies, I think a lot of that is here. There's some stuff that like there was a level of creativeness in here that I think surpassed like what CGI could do, or like how some things can click together, as well as some minor pacing issues, especially headed towards the third act. Overall, it was still an enjoyable movie. Got a lot of laughs out of the audience. I enjoyed it. It was a little bit too long, I think. I think it struggled with the length. I thought the movie was going to end like 3 different times. Yep. I still enjoyed the ending. It's just there was a mixture here. There's a piece missing that didn't fit as well as when we got Kingsman. Maybe it's because we got Kingsman that I feel that way, but I don't know. I have to process it a little bit more. Overall, though, had fun, and having fun at the theaters is never a bad thing.
Well, all right. So, wow, there's a lot of good points, Lex. I'll agree. Sam Rockwell, I'll start with the positive. Once and foremost, the finest acting of Sam Rockwell, Oscar winner. I loved him in 3 Billboards. That's one of the films. He was actually played a guy in Galaxy Quest, which he freaking was amazing in, and I loved his comedy. And I've always loved his comedy. That was the point, the reason me being here, him and Henry Cavill, of course, and then John Cena, of course, and just, but yeah, best, yeah, the hair, yeah. So, this is a movie that kind of reminds me that we're in January. I'll leave it at that. We're in January of films. This is directed by Matthew Vaughn, the same director that's made Kingsman. And I know, right? The same one that made Kingsman. I'm just like, you could see the style towards the end of this film. This movie was way overdone. I think it was either you could have done an hour and 45 minutes and still make it a really good film. I feel like that there's a lot of moments here you could have taken out. The CGI in here. Oh, God. It was just... There's a lot of... Okay, there's a scene in here. Let me tell you, guys. Let me tell you a little bit.
Break it down.
There's this little...
Break it down.
Let me break it down here. So there's this little scene... No, of course. Yeah, there's a scene in here where she's no, okay, but all I'm saying is that if you're going through a mess and there's nothing on your dress, I'll leave it at that. But if that rhymes, right? Yeah, so it's
she had
very...
some on her... on her body. She had some stuff on her body.
But, I mean, come on.
I'll just add to that, too, because I had a very similar thought about the exact scene he's describing. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But just to say, like, just execution, and then the CGI, like I said the same thing in the Flash movie. The Flash one was worse, I think. But it's when it takes you out of what you're experiencing on screen, even though what was on the screen was crazy and still over the top, much like Kingsman. Like I said, some of the style is there. When the CGI takes you out, I think you start realizing how other things are.
I think what saves the CGI though is
I think Kingsman was better CGI than this one, in my point of opinion.
I would say the editing in this movie
agreed
is phenomenal. especially when they go between the fantasy world and
Yeah.
the real world.
Yeah,
I think that makes
like
up for
that.
lack
I
of
liked it, but
CGI.
I think it was too long. That
I agree with that.
was just So I just think it was too long in that part. And
Just remember, also it's an Apple movie, so it is also going to be in Apple TV Plus as a streaming movie. I think it can do a lot of good there as well. For
I'm shocked. I'm shocked about that too. I'm shocked. This is the Apple TV movie. I'm just like, dude. I mean, it's just Apple TV is always they're really killing it with Monarch. They're killing it with a lot of stuff right now. And the CGI has never been a problem with them. CGI has always been like nonstop, really fantastic. I mean, the Monarch, the creatures, everything looks freaking amazing. It looks like a movie. Their TV shows look like movies, and I gotta leave it at that. But there's just something to me that I just didn't believe. Sam Rockwell and Bryce Dallas Howard. I like Bryce Dallas Howard in shows like Black Mirror, in certain films and everything, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like their chemistry, I know y'all said it was good. For me, it just wasn't there for me. I'll leave it at that. I didn't believe the story that was coming out of here, and I kind of felt like there's too many. It was like Lightyear movie. It's too clever for its own good. It was trying to be too much into like, it's just like it was just trying to do. Oh, you thought it was this? Oh no, Is it like it kept leaving you like trying to do more than what it is, and I felt like it couldn't find its identity in a way. So like I'll leave it at that. But yeah, I'll leave it like that, guys. But any final thoughts?
You wrapped it up.
I wrapped it up. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Be sure to like, share, subscribe to us. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. A.K.A. Ryan680.
I'm Frankie.
I'm Kristen.
And this was Lex.
Catch you later, guys. See you at the movies. Latest.